Hi everybody, Tom Willms here, and welcome to a very special edition of the New Jersey Titans Coaches Corners. We're here at the pre-draft camp, and we're going to talk to a few of the coaches, including the head coach Craig Doremus and a few of the others who have alumni who have come back. So stick around, and you get to see a nice little insight of what this pre-draft camp is all about. So I'm with Titans assistant coach Shapiro. Shapiro, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Tom.
Well, what's going to be your big role for this pre-draft camp so far?
Well, it's been a lot of fun. I've had a lot to do with trying to fill the camp, get the kids here and everything. Trying to fill all the teams. Our goal was to have 8 teams at the camp, so it was a lot of fun. Trying to going through text messages, emails with all these kids, and really getting to know them a little bit on a personal level, and then trying to get them in here to camp. So it's been a lot of fun.
Now we've only been a few games through this camp. How have you been able to watch from up top? What do you like so far?
It's been good. I've actually been impressed by the talent. Sometimes you don't know it. Every once in a while, kids come in nervous and everything, coming into camp and everything. But they've showed pretty well. It's been a lot of fun to watch so far. Just hope it keeps going throughout the rest of the weekend.
Now, communication has been key with this coaching staff during the regular season, even more so now. And there's such a rapport between all of you guys. I see you guys laughing all the time. This is serious business. You're trying to get the next team. You're trying to get to win that Robbie Cup. But it's still, it has to feel great to know that you can joke around with the other coaches and still get the job done.
Yeah, it's been great. I'm lucky enough to be going into my 3rd year here with Craig and Bobby. We've been adding guys here and there. Antonucci joined us this year. He used to play for Craig and Bob. Lenny Caglianone joined us here as the NA3 coach. And we've just kept building a bigger and better rapport with each other. It's been a lot of fun. It's been 3 of the best years of my life so far. And I couldn't ask for much better. Couldn't ask to work with better people. It's been great.
Okay. Assistant Coach Shapiro, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you very much, Tom. Appreciate it.
I'm here with Titans alum Antonucci. Tyler, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Well, kind of a weird year for you. We talked about it during the regular season, but it's a great coaching experience this year. I guess since your college could not play, you had a great opportunity to come here and coach. Now, instead of being up in the stands, at least for the showcase, you're getting to go on with some bench experience. How's that been so far?
Yeah, I mean, I've done this for a couple of years now, just coming back and helping out. But this year it's been a little bit different, just being with the team and stuff. So you get to know what we need and what we need to fill and stuff like that. So the role changed a little bit, but just being on the bench, good experience. So it's great to come back and help out.
Now, there's kind of been a theme over the last bunch of months. Again, this being into my 2nd year with the Titans. A lot of these guys love to come back, including yourself. What is it about the Titans organization that has, that it's so welcoming to have you come back and whether it be coach or help out with a showcase like this?
Yeah, I think Craig and Bobby really preach just, treating their players like family, and Craig and Bobby even say like I love you all the time. Like they treat you as kids, and when you're here, like you really feel like you're part of something. So when you're done, you always want to give back and make sure you're coming to watch, because it's not just a hockey team when you come and play here. It's really a family. So especially the people around the rink and stuff. That's really what makes it the best part.
Now, hopefully we're getting back to some kind of normal and you're going to get to play again this fall and into the winter. But when that's all said and done, it's great to know that you always have a home here at the New Jersey Titans.
Yeah.
I'm here with the new head coach of the NA3HL team here at the New Jersey Titans, Lenny Caglioni. Lenny, thanks so much for taking the time.
Thank you for having me.
Again, this is the NA camp, but you have a role here. Again, trying to help evaluate some of these guys while joining this brand new organization. How's it been so far?
I mean, it's been amazing. The whole NA staff, from top to bottom, has just been absolutely, just key in helping me transition from, my former role where I was last year, and then, just having my feet in the building and just make everything, like I said, just a seamless transition, and just making sure that, I'm included and I'm in on all the talks and everything. So it's made my time here, very, very easy.
Now, again, transitioning from your previous role to the NA3HL, how important is it to have that relationship with the guys at the NA level?
I mean, it's good for everybody to be on the same agenda. I mean, because obviously we want movement from my level up and so on and so forth. But also just to know the ropes and understand what we want to do as an organization. I mean, we all want to collectively work together and come to one goal. And for us to be working on the same page, I think it's awesome.
Now, again, you're evaluating to help out the NA team, but do you have a little eye on some of the guys for your team as well?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think there's a demographic of players here that we could definitely, scoop and get. But at the same time, it's hard to not be selfish and kind of look for those guys that I think would fit my program. But overall, just seeing some of the talent here and seeing where they may fit, next year it's definitely fun.
Well, there's the new head coach of the NA3HL team, Lenny Caglioni. Thanks so much for doing this.
Thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm here with the head coach and GM of the New Jersey Titans, Craig Doremus. Craig, thanks so much for taking the time.
Thanks for having me, appreciate it.
So the season ends no more than 2.5 weeks ago. The season for the league ends a few days ago. And you put this together, obviously not that quickly, but what did it take to put this kind of effort together? Again, 8 teams here, these are stock teams.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of work, and a lot of credit goes to the staff. The assistant coaches and the scouts did a great job, something they had to work on during the season, like you mentioned. So you're going through it and trying to manage the current team while putting this together, and I think the event speaks for itself. It's been really good to see this many kids on the ice, and the talent levels surprisingly high end. You know what I mean? Like I said, some kids have had time off with youth hockey ending quite some time ago. Some guys have played junior later, so it's a good collection, and I'm really proud of the effort of those guys. And more importantly, proud of the effort the guys have showed thus far on the ice. They put everything into it.
Yeah, speaking of that, about 20 seconds into the first game, I see a big hit in the corner. That just let me know, that set the tone for me at least. These guys are really fighting hard to make the job.
Yeah, I think it's important. We meet with the teams prior to the games and tell them what the expectations are here and what we want to see out of it. So obviously I think a catchword right now amongst junior coaches is compete level. So anytime you see that get said right away and a big hit early gets everyone engaged and into the game. So happy to see that and obviously want to see it throughout the rest of the weekend.
Now I've been around the NHL for a little bit, not as long as you have, but again for a little while. And I see the camaraderie that the Titans have. Again, you have alumni coming back. Your coaches are having a good time up here, but still very serious about the job. But still living each other, having a great time. Really, it's so cliche. It's really created a kind of a sense of family here.
Yeah, it has. And to be around these guys every day, I consider myself lucky, like you mentioned. Not only my assistant coaches, but the amount of alumni guys who stay engaged in what we're doing here. And they see the bigger picture in terms of what we're trying to build as a program here, and they want to get back. They look forward to it. They're having fun with it too. I'm sure they got some different side bets going on in the games and whatnot when they coach against each other, but they really do. They care. They give back. They're here all day. They give us their time and their effort and their best foot. And it's been great to see them and try to mold them for when they're done playing and as they get into the coaching and administrative side of the sport. I think they're intrigued about it. They want to do it. We don't have to beg them to be here. These are guys who volunteer their time to be here, and it's really fun. And quite honestly, as I've gotten older, they help keep me young. It's really good to be around the guys and keep me fresh.
Now the draft is coming up in just a few weeks, and again, you've had to prepare for that probably since the beginning of last season. With this short off season, starting off here, has it been kind of exciting to kind of just jump right back into it after a tough way the season ended?
Yeah, I think as you're going through the season, I would say it's probably a little bit more nerve-wracking. And then as the season starts to wind down and you get towards the off season, it does become a bit nerve-wracking in terms of have we prepared enough? Are we ready to go? What I've seen here is our staff has done a really good job of preparing for that. Both in season, I thought our team was extremely well prepared to play. And as we've gone through the off season here, I think we've really shown how prepared we are. These guys have done a lot of homework on players. They're well informed, they're educated. There's rarely a name that goes by our desk that we haven't had eyes on the kid and know what he's about and know what he's doing. So excited here. I think around that draft time, you said it, always try to, it's the first step towards the next year, right? And hope springs eternal at that point, and everyone wants to win the Robertson Cup and everyone believes they can. So that's where we are right now. We're excited about the returning to the Titans. I'm more excited about adding some new faces to it. And again, this is the first step of it here, but I'm really excited to keep that process going as we head towards main camp, the draft, and then obviously training camp in August and open up a new face of the Titans.
Yeah, just like that, you never know. It's going to be right back here in September and back to action and a full slate and a showcase out in Minnesota. So it's going to be good to see some new teams as well, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, the league did a great job this year getting through a really difficult season. I think a lot of credit needs to go to the ownership groups and not only the amount of money they invested in the players, but the passion they had towards doing it and doing it the right way. And then as we look towards next season, everyone's excited. We just got back from the Robertson Cup finals in Minnesota, and the Board of Governors is eager to get next season rolled out and get back to normal. And I think every player and coaches as well. We managed to get through this year. I thought it was a great year of hockey for all the kids, and the teams that participated deserve a lot of credit. But now, like you said, some new faces, some old faces coming back next year as well. And I think the league's in tremendous shape right now, and to add those credible operators to the league is only going to make it stronger and stronger.
Speaking of your time up in Blaine, you got a chance to coach some of the top prospects. What was that experience like coaching with your own players along with the other players throughout the division?
Yeah, I thought it's always an interesting time of the year. I've been fortunate enough to be selected to coach the event a number of times, and to get to know some of the players you play against all year and the coaches that you coach against all year is great. You hear different things, language, how they go about it. I always try to go in there and learn a little bit because there's teams that are doing a really good job, and I want to learn from them, whether they're in our division or even in different divisions that we don't get to see every day. This year was unique because the season was behind us already. So I think the kids even open up a little bit more because you're not an adversary anymore. You're just the coach of the Titans who was there, right? And they're not holding back. So to see their personalities come out on the bench was great. And obviously the skill speaks for itself and their ability. And to get to know their personal story. Well, what are they going through? What are they looking at college-wise? What are the next steps in their process? It was a different experience, but still a very fun. And for me, it was good too to get to coach some of the guys again. You know, it's weird when the season ends, you talk about closure, it's there. But this year, having that to look forward to, I think was good and somewhat therapeutic as well to get to hang out with those guys again and coach them and give them an opportunity to continue their college careers.
Well, as the head coach and GM of the New Jersey Titans, Craig, thanks for joining us. Great to finally be able to do this in person.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks again, Tommy.
Thanks so much for joining us for another New Jersey Titans Coach's Corner. Make sure you keep an eye on the website, NAHL.com, for all the information coming up on the upcoming season, including season tickets and single game tickets as well. And of course, all the games this year, of course, will be on Hockey TV. Again, thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you real soon.